Right, Jules, my mentions was just full of people asking how you are, how you were, how you coped. Let's address that first, shall we?
I didn't sleep much last night, I have to be honest, I won't lie. It was quite hard getting home. I mean, I had the kids on the phone crying just after the game, which was, I mean, it hurt. It hurt because it's the first one. It hurt because you felt so close and yet you were still so far, as we've been explained, because Bayern were the better side. But what would have happened if Neymar takes that first early chance? What happened if Mbappe scores just before halftime? And that's those kind of games. It's thin margin. The most clinical team won. The better team won, of course. But yeah, it was that feeling of, I think I would have rather lost 5-0, really, and be completely battered and dominated and not having any regrets. Now you still have a bit of regret in you and thinking like, oh, what if? And I don't like those what if after a game. So it's okay. Let's hope they can come back stronger next season. They know what they have to fix and sort out, where they have to improve, which position, how to play maybe against those kind of teams. But again, there's not many teams like this Bayern team. And there was no shame for PSG to lose in the way they did even. They had a wonderful campaign and something has been created. Something is growing there clearly. And I think if they can build on this, they will surely come back stronger.
Inevitably, Neymar was going to be the focus, win or lose. How do you explain that second half performance from him, Jules?
I think he ran out a bit of steam, to be fair. And then when Coman scored, I think, which is something that we've seen before at PSG, not so much at Barcelona, but with Brazil as well, is that he wants to take the game by himself. And so it's too much. He overplays it. He tries to, every time he gets the ball, try to dribble past people. And he does too much. And I think that was counterproductive in that second half on Sunday night, maybe because he was tired as well, maybe because he was frustrated. And I think he thought a long time about that chance that he missed, or that he missed it, but it's more Neuer who saved it, really, with that left hand that was hanging out there after the ball went between his legs. And really, I think that's the game changer almost, even for Neymar psychologically, even unconsciously, I think missing that chance so early when that was the perfect game plan. Okay, let them press. Try to beat the press. You won't always do it. Sometimes you will lose the ball in your own 30 yards. Kimpembe, Herrera, Paredes, Marquinhos. But take that risk, because once we beat the press, then we'll be onto something. We'll have a chance. And that was the first big one, really. Mbappe had a half chance before. That was the big one. And if he scores this one, then maybe the rest is completely different. And I think that probably played in his mind in that second half where PSG was chasing the game. And it's disappointing because before he'd always been so good in finals. Copa Libertadores, Olympic Games final, Champions League final with Barcelona, and this one was on him. Everybody in Paris at the club were really hoping he would carry the team and lead the team to the top, to that holy grail that they were waiting for so long, and he just came up a bit short.
Jan?
Well, I think that Neymar, if you see his campaign, and especially in Lisbon, I think that was a kind of revenge for him for the crowd of the world. I think that he took another step. But it was also in the games that he missed chances. I mean, that was amazing for a player of his caliber that he missed so many chances. And if Jules saying that there is a lot of coincidence. I think that even the chance Neymar had, and then he went up again, Neuer, and then he saved with his feet. And I mean, people say that is only luck. No, that's not luck. That is the understanding he has of the game. But I think that Neymar, Bayern managed to stop him. We had that tackle from Gnabry, kind of got into him a bit, and there was a bit like fighting a bit around. And I also think that we underestimate a bit the way Kimmich did in this game, because Kimmich needed to be good in this game. There was a lot of pressure on him, especially in Germany, because they said maybe he's not quick enough against Mbappe or Neymar. And I think they had a good plan on him, because sometimes when you see Bayern play with that high standing back four, it's like unbelievable that you dare to stand that high. But it's also a risk that Hansi Flick is willing to do, because if he's doing that pressure in front, they will score goals. And they have scored enough goals in this campaign.
Who's getting the blame for this in the French press, if anyone, Jules? Are they saying, well, maybe Verratti should have started, Thomas Tuchel got things wrong, should have made substitutions earlier?
There's a bit of criticism on Tuchel, which is inevitable anyway, because I think as good as the game plan worked for the first half, certainly until the goal, because it was even. It was really even, the game. After that, there's some things which are hard to understand. Why Choupo-Moting and not Icardi, when you know that Icardi the kind of finisher that he is, and you would think, okay, PSG will have one last chance. They will have a chance at some point to equalize, and that chance came to Choupo-Moting, on that little play between Mbappe and Neymar, and that little cross from Neymar, and Choupo tries some sort of backheel volley that he was never going to make. And I think maybe if Icardi is there, I don't understand why Di Maria came off either. Some people in France say that maybe Neymar or Mbappe could have come up earlier as well, or could have come up full stop, because they didn't, because they were super tired, and you could tell that Mbappe especially was on his last legs. I mean, he was not fit before, he had that ankle injury, could not train for 2 weeks, still managed to somehow make this final 8, play a bit against Atalanta, play against Leipzig, but maybe that was a game too many in many respects, and maybe he could have come off too. I don't know. I do think that Tuchel got the game plan, or some of the game plan, right. I'm not so sure about his substitutions in that second half. There's a bit on Neymar and a bit on Mbappe, because when you miss those chances and you are Neymar and Mbappe, in a way you let your team down. And that's not criticism of them as players or persons. It's just the way it is. They let the team down a bit, especially Mbappe with that chance just before halftime. This is an incredible chance. Yeah. And I don't care if he doesn't expect Herrera to square the ball again. I don't care if he's a bit going backwards. This is a chance that he should score every single day. Someone with his talent, even against Neuer, he should score that. And instead it's a back pass for Neuer. That's what it was. That was a back pass to Neuer. And I just think when you miss that kind of chance in a Champions League final, it's a bit on you as well.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.